back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. First off, I just want to apologize about the lighting. It is storming right now, and I did decide to film this video. In today's video, I wanted to share with you guys the palettes that I'm going to be working in for the month of July. That is what we're doing today. That's what I'm going to share with you today. Hopefully you enjoy it. It's kind of like a shop my stash, but it's kind of me shopping my stash and sharing the palettes that I'm going to use and the products I'm going to use with you guys. So I thought to myself, I'm gonna personally do 10 palettes. Since there is 30 to 31 days in a month, I'm gonna do 10 palettes and try to use each palette 3 times within that month. So I'll use one palette 3 times and so on and so forth, because that would be the 30 to 31 days. So I also considered doing this with other products like face powders, concealers, lip products, bronzers, blush, highlights, all of that as well. But I don't want to overwhelm myself with so many products. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, I think I'm going to do a minimum. I think when it comes to the face products like concealer or powder, I'm going to keep those at a minimum. I'm going to try to do 5 or less, just so I get some rotation in my products. And I did grab some of those as well. So let me just go ahead and show you the palettes that I decided to use for this month. These are palettes that I have maybe played in once. These are palettes that I maybe have not played in whatsoever. And so I thought those would be the best place to start and to pull. So let's go ahead and see what palettes I've chosen. Okay, so this first one is the MCGRATH Labs. This is the recent palette I got in a Sephora haul. And this is the Midnight Voyage. I haven't decided if I want to return this or not. I do want to play in it at least once before knowing if I think I should return it. There are some very beautiful shades in this, so I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know what I want to do. In my own personal opinion, as I told you guys before, I don't think it's worth the price tag. So I'm going to play in it at least once to see, at least once or the 3 times like I said. If I just play in it once and I'm like, it's not worth it, then I will return it. But this is one of the ones I have chosen for the month. I also chose this one that I picked up in an 80% off collection haul. This has never been used from me. This is the AMOR palette. Super beautiful. I did swatch some of these when I hauled that video, share that video, but I have not actually played in them. It's just a beautiful mauve toned palette with some beautiful colors and a nice glitter. If you're not a glitter person, then you probably won't like it, but I love ColourPop's glitters. They're one of my absolute favorite formulas. They're good with a glitter primer, and they're good without. They stick on the lid. They don't just crumble all over the place, and they last and wear very, very nicely. So that's palette number 2. Palette number 3 is this one that was gifted to me from my friend Caitlin here on YouTube, Caitlin Sizemore. This is a Makeup Geek palette that she bought me. Has a beautiful mirror, nice size mirror, and these are the shades she picked up for me, and I just placed them in here. I may move them around, but these are the shades that she bought and sent me with this self-made palette, excuse me. And I have yet to play in it, so I thought this would be a good palette to play in. So that's palette number 3. Palette number 4 is a newer palette to me, the Amethyst palette. All amethyst, and it has just beautiful, beautiful purples. It has this really beautiful blue in here. Let's swatch that one. It's like a purpley blue. It's called Amulet. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's coming off purple, but it has like a blue tone to it. So this is super, super pretty. And so this is a newer palette. So of course I was like, I need to put this in because I need to play in it and see how it is and get some looks with this. I love purple on all eye colors, but I know that it definitely enhances brown eyes, and I do love purples on myself, and I really like the way it does enhance my eyes. So that is palette number 4 that I've chosen for the month. Palette number 5 is this Odin's Eye. I got this in a mystery box from them. I have yet to play in it. Gorgeous palette again. It's probably the same shade range as most of these, but nonetheless, absolutely gorgeous. I have heard nothing but great things about Odin's Eye and their formulas and their pigmentation. So I'm really, really excited to play in this and see what I can come up with. And this is also going to be a great way for me to tell if I love these, if they're any good, if I want to keep them or not, or pass them. So it's another way for me to be able to do that. This is my Star Wars palette. This is palette number 6 for the month. And I did use this recently in a video I did with the Faithful Fab 8 Ladies collab, our monthly collab. It looks like this. And I did a look, 4th of July look using this palette. And it has a ton of beautiful shades. This is my LANGMANNI natural palette that was gifted to me from my friend Carla. And here on YouTube, and I have played in it one other time, and I got a gorgeous, gorgeous look out of it. And it's just a beautiful palette. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Naughty palette with Huda Beauty, I believe is the brand. This is palette number 8. This is the NATASHA DENONA Pastel palette. This was a gift from my friend Jennifer here on YouTube. And I have yet to play in this gorgeous, gorgeous palette. That is how it looks. And I thought, you know what better time to play in it than now? It's definitely a spring summery palette. I mean, you could use these shades any time of year that you want. It's your choice. Whatever you want to use, whatever colors, whatever time of year it is, it's definitely your choice. But I do think it's a very fun palette that I would personally love using during spring and summer. So I have yet to play in that, and I need to play in it because I got that back in May for my birthday. This is the BH Cosmetics 80s Remix Dance Palette. I purchased this for myself some time back from a TJ Maxx for $9.99. I got the 90s one as well, but I didn't bring it in for this month. And I have yet to play in this palette, and I have had it now, man, for quite some time, probably since the beginning of the year maybe March, February, I can't remember, and I have yet to play in it. Another fun, bright palette for this time of the year. Again, you can use these shades anytime you want, any time of year, but definitely when I think of summer, I think of fun, bright colors, so that is why I pulled this one, and also because I have yet to use it. Okay, the last palette, which is number 10 palette, this was a gift as well for my birthday. This is the Jeffree Star Thirsty Artistry palette. A gorgeous palette, I will say. I'm not a huge Jeffree Star fan. I've talked to you guys about that. I don't personally purchase his things. I really love the shades in it. It's definitely my cup of tea. It's stuff that I would love using. A lot of neutrals and some fun pops of color. So I thought, I have yet to play in it, and I've had it now for quite some time, so I thought, why not pull this one and use it? These are all the palettes. So again, the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette I have yet to use. The 80s Remix from BH Cosmetics. The NATASHA DENONA Pastel palette. Then we have the LANGMANNI Natural palette, which I believe is from Amazon. And if I could find any of these, I'll definitely link them down below for you guys if you're interested. This is the ColourPop and Star Wars right there. This is the SAGA of FREJA, I think, or FREJA. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. The All Amethyst palette. The Makeup Geek Self-Made palette. The ColourPop AMOR palette. And the MCGRATH palette. What is this called again? Midnight Voyage. All the palettes I'm going to be attempting to use this month 3 or more times, depending on how many days. But it's going to be, actually, it'll probably be 3 or less. I'm going to do my best to do 3 on each palette. And then, like I said, I have, I think, 5 concealers that I'm currently using. I have 3 or 4 primers, maybe 5 primers, I think, a couple panning ones, but then also some other ones that are older in my collection that I want to get use out of. And then I pulled a couple new powders, different powders than I was using last month, and testing those as well. In the meantime, while I do this, I'm also testing the products to see if they work for my skin. Do I like them? Do I love them? Do I need to keep them? Do I need to pass them? Are they not, you know, do they not work on me? So this is also another reason I'm doing it, because I am decluttering, as I told you guys before, going through my collection and seeing what products work and what don't, because you know my skin has changed quite a bit, and I have found several products that I did love, but they just don't work for me anymore. Or I have duplicates. Somehow I ended up with duplicates or something like that. And I had been thinking like for a while what I could do, what kind of concept I can go about with rotating makeup in my collection. Of course, I'm going to keep a notebook and everything, keeping track of what I used and all of that, making sure that I do use the products and stuff, and so that I don't repeat and go back to them again. Like just say next month I forget, or the month after that September comes around and I pull the same product that I pulled maybe back in July. I don't want to do that, so I am going to be keeping track and tally of these products again, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to be decluttering at the same time products that I'm just not in love with, that I don't feel that I'm going to reach for, and there's a lot of them like that. So guys, I just wanted to share this video with you, this little idea, and I hope that you guys enjoy. Definitely, if you want to see what concealers and all the other face products that I pulled, definitely let me know that down below. I wouldn't mind filming that. If you wanted me to do separate, like face products would be, I can do together like the blush, bronzers, and highlighters. My goal is to pull individuals, but also maybe 1 to 2 face palettes at the same time. So if I do just say 2 of each product, say 2 blushes, 2 bronzers, and 2 highlighters, I may pull 1 to 2 all face palettes. So it could be like this one here that I got recently from Physicians Formula. I've been using this a ton, and so I'll keep like this in the rotation because it has all of those products in the one, and so I'll probably try to use this several times throughout the month, plus another one, and rotate it and divide the days that way. So if you guys are interested in that as well, definitely let me know. It's kind of like a shop my stash. I would say yes. So of me just shopping my stash, trying to use what I haven't and what's new to me, what I haven't played in really a lot. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. Let me know if you guys do enjoy these types of videos. I just thought it would be fun to come on and share that with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.